Hi, my name is Melissa Marks. I currently teach at Mulaski Junior High School. I have been teaching for over 20 years. In the last 3 years, I have been able to incorporate technology thanks to the Pathway Grant, where I've been able to use iPods and laptops on a daily basis. There are several key questions that anybody who wants to do online learning or instructing need to ask themselves. First, you need to ask yourself, how would you help the students who aren't keeping pace with your online class? Probably the most important question to ask yourself is why they aren't keeping up. Is it technology driven or is it content driven? Where are the students struggling? Then you also need to identify what your learning target is. Are all of the activities really addressed to the target or are they busy work? Finally, I would take a bigger assignment and break it up into smaller chunks. By breaking it up into smaller chunks, I would be able to give the students a little bit tighter timeline and help them monitor their own progress. Another question you would have to ask yourself is how you're going to rearrange your schedule to be available to students. I think one of the very first things you'd have to do is set office hours for student drop-ins. These office hours might be during the typical school day or outside of it. It might include things like FaceTime and texting. Finally, students would have to know that you're available. You have to be open to being available before and after school, like I said, outside of the traditional school day. Finally, what can you do in an online class to ensure the success of all of your students? First, you need to get to know them. What kind of people are they and what do they like to do? Just like you would in a traditional class, you need to learn what their gifts and talents are and know them as people before they're just a name in your gradebook. Next, you would need to very closely monitor their progress and differentiate. You would have to carve out time in your activities to address all of the learners. You would also have to see how well they're doing. Much of the things would be just like you would do in your own classroom. I thoroughly enjoy teaching in an online environment. It has brought new and fresh ideas, and I feel like I'm doing a good job preparing my students for the 21st century.